good morning, everybody. Today is September 1st. It's about 7:07 in the morning, Sunday. And the plan today is to actually do two videos. A viewer asked about the climb performance of the Bristell, so what I'm going to do is, with the spare camera, as soon as I take off and get with the autopilot set up, I'll be at full turbo and I'll try to put the camera right on the climb performance indicators on the screen, so we can do that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over to Double Eagle, do a procedure turn ILS-2 there, then I'm going to go down to Berlin, do the GPS 2-1 down there, and I'm doing something with the hold. I want to see if I can't get the autopilot to fly the hold. I've been trying that the last couple times I've flown, haven't done videos, but hasn't had it working for me, but we'll see if I can't get that working. I think I figured it out thanks to Martha King in one of her videos. So that's the procedure. I'll be cutting back and forth between flying and videoing and try to keep both of these short. So first thing let's go ahead and load the procedure for Double Eagle. So we've got procedure, approach. We want Double Eagle, which is KAEG, Double Eagle 2, yep, that. ILS-22, yes. Vectors, works good enough. Load and approach, okay. Load and activate, I mean. And Dudley, we'll go direct to Dudley. We'll do a procedure turn. You can see that if you're interested. So all that stuff is set up. We're ready to go there. Alright, I'll turn this off now. I'll go to clearance, get our taxi stuff, and I'll see you at the hold short line. Okay, let's see, we're coming up on 8. I got a whole bunch of balloons over there. You probably can't see them because of the wide angle lens, but a bunch of hot air balloons we're going to have to avoid. Balloon Fiesta's coming up next month. State Fair is this week. So I have to look out for those balloons. I'm going to go ahead and start this other camera recording so I can get to it real quickly on the climb out. Hopefully I don't blow that. And we'll do that as soon as we get established with the autopilot and try to remember to fly at the same time. Go over to tower, tell them we're ready to go. All the stuff's done. We got fuel pumps on, landing lights on, flaps are in, brakes off, chokes off. Albuquerque Tower, Bristell 585, remember Mike, holding short, ready for takeoff.
November 585, remember Mike, Albuquerque Tower, runway 8 cleared for an immediate takeoff. Traffic, Medevac King Air, 5 miles to fly. Turn left on course.
Immediate takeoff 8, 5 November Mike, and left on course. Alright.
King Air, correction, Medevac 5, Lima Golf. Traffic is a Bristell, taking runway 8 for departure.
Medevac 5, Lima Golf.
Alright, we're all ready. Everything's looking good. Both fuel pumps are on. Like I say, I'm hoping to get the climb out performance. Doesn't interfere with flying. Alright, here we go. Lined up. Heading bug set. Ready to rock. And here we go. Engine instruments in the green. Full turbo. Forgot about a little bit of that left crosswind I didn't adjust for, which I should have. Alright, I'm going to take the full turbo off right here. Then we make the left turn, then as soon as we get established, I'll come back with it. Flaps are up. Fuel pump, leave that on. Landing light. Yeah, leave that on for just a bit. Good. Direct to and alright. Start the left turn. Get out of the guy's way. Alright, I'm going to go back to full turbo and try to get the camera to record it. Full turbo. And we'll do
November 5, November Mike, contact departure.
Go to departure, 515. Albuquerque departure, Bristell 585, November Mike. Passing through 6240 on the way to 75, excuse me.
November 585, November Mike, Albuquerque departure, your radar contact, sliding 340 vectors, ILS runway 22 approach.
340, 5 November Mike.
5 November Mike, how's approach terminate?
I'd like to do a missed approach and then head down to Belen and do the GPS 21 with a hold at, I think it says the first.
5 November Mike, roger. On this approach instructions, fly heading 220 and maintain VFR below 8,000.
220 and 8,000, 5 November Mike.
5 November Mike, just a heads up for you. Double Eagle has 17 in use and they do have some pattern traffic, so they may need to either abandon you early or make a circle to the runway 17 for your touch and go.
Yeah, we can easily abandon early, 5 November Mike. Okay, that didn't work out real well because I was busy there, so we'll see if that works. If it doesn't, I won't do the video of it. We're coming up at 7,500 feet. Got to watch out for those balloons. And I'll turn the landing light off.
November 5, November Mike, maintain VFR at or below 8,000.
At or below 8,000, I'll stay probably 75, 5 November.
5 November Mike, rider.
Yeah, it looks like I've got some balloons off to the left we're going to have to avoid, 5 November Mike.
Alright, 5 November Mike, roger. Left to right turns are approved and no navigation is approved for now. Let me know when you can take a vector back for the downwind.
Okay, I'll let you know when we can take the vector. And we'll probably fly past the northmost balloon and then make a turn over to the probably 270 heading.
Copy.
Alright, so we're not going to do a procedure turn because we're getting vectors. I could have asked for the procedure turn, but busy with everything else. I hope we got a little bit of that climb performance. We'll see. But we got hot air balloons over there. I'll try to get those. They may or may not show up because of the wide angle. I suspect they may show. There's a bunch of them. And departure 5 November Mike has the traffic on 8B, negative visual, ready for vectors.
5 November Mike, roger. You are 3 miles from Dudley. Turn left heading 250. Maintain 7,700 until established on the localizer. Clear ILS approach.
250, 7,500 until established 5 November Mike. Clear the ILS 22 approach.
And Albuquerque approach, Cap 3092 has northbound traffic. Yeah, we got a few balloons. Looks like our altitude okay to turn south.
Cap 3092, you can descend at your discretion and navigate at your discretion, reference the balloons.
3092.
And 5 November Mike, it doesn't matter on my end, but the crossing altitude at Dudley is 7,700.
Affirm.
November 5 November Mike, contact Double Eagle Tower 120.15.
20.5, see you on the miss, 5 November Mike. And Double Eagle Tower, Bristell 585 November Mike, about 1.1 miles from Dudley. Flying the ILS 22, understand you're landing 17, can break it off at any time.
5 November Mike, actually I'm doing both runways, 22s were advertised, and runway 22 you're cleared option, wind call.
Clear for the option on 22, thanks, 5 November Mike.
5 November Mike, you may see traffic off your left, a trike hang glider with a motor on it, they're working the 35, but they'll stay east of your run.
Okay, be looking for them to have a transponder.
Negative.
5 November Mike. Okay, everything went pretty fast. We're
Double Eagle Tower, this is Skyhawk 7873
clearly on the
November
glide slope.
on runway
Everything's
22
been
at
captured.
altitude, ready for takeoff.
Trike we got to watch out for. You probably heard that.
So 53 November,
And
Roger,
we've got our missed
only
approach.
right traffic now, runway 22 and altitude.
Instructions are 220
7873 November, right traffic.
And we'll go down to Belen. That should give us some time to get everything
Runway
set
22,
up.
clear for takeoff.
All right, both fuel pumps are on. Landing lights on. Flaps, no, we won't do that because we're doing a missed approach. Although I would have them in if we were doing real stuff. And the balloons right now are not a factor. They're off to the left, avoided those. And we're on the localizer, we're on the glide slope. And I should have set minimums already, but I'll do it. 6017. 6017, enter. Dormant volcanoes down there. All right, 6340, we can go to 6017.
500.
key with all this stuff is stay ahead of the airplane as much as you can. A lot of stuff happened very quickly there. All right, 6160, we go to 6017. Take off the autopilot. 6060, still on the glide slope, still on the localizer.
Minimums.
Double Eagle
Minimums.
Tower, hot air balloon 6101 Charlie.
Air balloon 6101 Charlie, Double Eagle Tower. Altimeter 3034, balloon's real light out of the northwest.
3034 and 6101 Charlie is at 6,200. We're almost over Dudley. Could be climbing to try to catch us more.
Roger.
And 5 number Mike is on the best.
5 November Mike, Roger, contact Albuquerque 123.9.
239, myself. Albuquerque approach, Bristell 585, number Mike off mist. Doing 220 and 8500.
November 585, November Mike, Albuquerque approach. Roger, own navigation to Cessna is approved.
Okay, own nav to Cessna, and we'll do a hold there, 5 number Mike. Excellent. Alright, so let's slow the approach. SKBRG. Language, oh yes. The, have...
5 November Mike, altitude your discretion.
Altitude my discretion, 5 number Mike. And we'll load and activate the approach. It says this is where we want to go. We'll go direct, activate, bingo, nav. Now we need to go to GPS. Alright, it's capturing the approach. Not the approach, the course. And we might as well climb up to 85. Really, yeah, 85, but this plate I've got is old and out of date. This one is current. And this one calls for 91, so we'll just do 85 work, especially VFR conditions, and he's approved for anything there. And let's see, the minimums for that is 5560. 5560, bingo. Alright, now let's dial in the weather, which is 118.55. Okay, got that. And we got 20 miles to Cessna, so we'll be talking to you when we get closer. Well, first of all, let me do this. I'm going to try to set up the hold so the autopilot will fly it, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Since there doesn't appear to be any other traffic around right now, I'm going to go to Home, Flight Plan, hit Cessna, and hold at waypoint, bingo, there. Load hold. Right now, touch the hold and activate hold. Activate leg, yes. So that should do it. See if Martha was right. Alright.
Skyline 49 Charlie.
Excuse me, we're
block and 10 miles.
5 miles from Cessna,
King Air sitting out of
which is final approach fix, or initial approach fix.
And
And I've loaded the hold, activated it. It looks like it's already calculated that we're going to do teardrop entry. And we will see that the autopilot captures it and flies it. I suspect it will. Everything's looking pretty good right now. I'll get back to you. We'll get a little closer. All right, back on. We are now 2.4 miles from Cessna, and I'll just leave the camera on.
6 Papa Bravo, contact Albuquerque Center 132.8.
And watch the autopilot and see if it captures.
32.8 for 6 Papa Bravo.
The next thing you have to do after doing this, capture the hold and do the hold, is figure out a way to get it to activate the approach.
And 4 miles.
And Martha said basically you hit the unsuspend button, and that should do it. So we'll see.
still looking for traffic.
Wingspan 5.
So we got 1.5 miles to Cessna.
1 o'clock, 3 miles westbound, 8,600.
Still looking wingspan 5.
And currently it's 67 degrees outside, 7:42 in the morning. Just to break up the boredom a little bit. All right, 0.9 miles to Cessna. Expand this a little bit.
Wingspan 5 has
Wingspan 5, maintain
And
separation with
telling me to hold teardrop.
runway 8.
If Autopilot wasn't doing it, it would tell you. You'd have to sit there and figure out all the different entry methods. Although this is pretty obvious.
Charlie, the King Air aircraft in front of you has you in sight. Cancel out the restrictions.
49 Charlie just got up in sight.
Wingspan 5, contact tower 120.3.
All right.
20.3 wingspan.
Good thing is the it's showing that it's suspended now, which is what it's supposed to be. So we hit that unsuspend button after we do a hold to see if that then will fly the approach. So we'll check it out. But it looks like the autopilot's doing exactly what it's supposed to. Glad I figured this out. It doesn't have holds don't happen very often, but they can. And when they do, you need to be ready to figure out how to do them. And I'd much rather have the autopilot fly it than me. It's going to be much more accurate. So we'll see if it. I suspect it looks like it's got the racetrack all set up. It's 1 minute legs, so it's pretty cool. I'll film the entire one lap of the hold and maybe cut a little bit about it to make it a little quicker. Right now it's telling me to do a right turn 360. Now it looks like that 360 is basically going to be almost a circle, so we'll see what happens. Departure 5 November Mike in the hold. I'll let you know when we're going to get out of it.
5 November Mike, copy.
20 Albuquerque departure. It's going to start 360, 36,700 climbing, 9,000, 1900.
Activating the approach is going to be pretty interesting because of the way we're going. We're not going to be at a 30-degree intercept, way a lot farther from it. So what I'll probably have to do is put it on heading and fly out a little bit and then come back over. So this obviously working great. It'll fly the hold until you unsuspend it. So what I will do, it'll be interesting to see what I need to do to get this to work properly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll stay on heading. We'll fly out this way. That'll give us a chance to make a turn, come in for the intercept. I'll take it off nav. So main purpose of this was to get the autopilot to fly the hold. Clearly it works real well if you know how to do it. Thank you, Martha. And let's see. Go ahead and activate the heading. That. Now we'll unsuspend this guy. All right. So we'll fly past Cessna. And I'll come out here and make a turn here. This is the kind of the GPS racetrack. Looks like a hold there.
Southwest 3476 Albuquerque departure, radar contact, cancel the U-glue restriction.
Cancel the U-glue restriction, Southwest 34.
So we're on GPS and everything's set up like it's supposed to. I need to push the approach button when we come around, which I will do. And that should give us, bring in the vertical guidance and the lateral guidance. Switch fuel tanks, roger that.
Go. 49 Charlie,
these have been flying for half an hour.
Sector 124.32.
Cool that it gives you the breadcrumbs showing you where you've been.
Southwest
Trying to intercept
3476,
this.
direct fast, rejoin the departure, time maintain flight level 200.
Direct fast, flight level 200, Southwest 34.
Now I'm going to activate the approach. And we'll give us another turn. Back to the approach course. And departure 5 number Mike's making a procedure turn for the inbound course for the GPS 21. We'll like to go missed and get vectors back to International for a full stop on 8.
5 November Mike, roger. Your practice approach is approved, no separation services provided. And when you do a miss, give me a call back and I'll have vectors back to the support for you.
Okay, we'll do the mist and there'll be vectors for the ILS 8. I forgot to tell you that. 5 number Mike.
5 November Mike, excellent, expect that. Now it's 3363, contact Albuquerque.
Alright, if you notice,
4332, good morning.
glide path is armed. Got vertical guidance. So everything is working like it should.
Number 5, November Mike, traffic 11 o'clock and 5 miles. Altitude indicates 6,300. Currently northwestbound, but they've been in that area off your left side the last 10 minutes or so.
Okay, be looking. I think they're just now coming up on the 8B screen. I'll keep an eye out for them. 5 number Mike.
Thanks.
There they are on the 8B screen.
This is 7873 November. Return to the International and park on west side of base off.
73 November, make straight in runway 8. Albuquerque information here is current.
7873 November, runway 8.
And departure 5 number Mike, I'd like to switch over to CTAP. Talk to you on the way out.
5 November Mike, roger. Early traffic, turn back to the south, use no factor, radar service terminated, keep the squawk code, and frequency change approved.
Okay, keep the squawk code. Talk to you after this. 5 number Mike. Flint traffic, it's Bristell 585, November Mike, flying the GPS 21 with a missed approach back to Albuquerque, Flint. And the glide path coming in. Then I'll stop and descent 1 minute. That's when it should capture. And I'll keep this camera on until the glide path's captured, then I'll go to regular camera so you can see the approach in the blend. We haven't done it before, we can't remember. Alright, both fuel pumps on, landing lights on. Blend traffic, Bristell 585, we're Mike 5 miles to the northeast, flying the GPS 21 with a missed approach back down to Albuquerque Blend.
Traffic, Skylane 2 Delta Golf. Left downwind, runway 33.
Glide path being captured. Okay, excellent. And back on throttle. All right, we've got both fuel pumps on. We've got the autopilot on. We've got the landing light on. Chokes off, brakes off. Finally, looks like we got everything organized as it should be. And we got a ground speed of 109 knots.
Land traffic, 73 Golf,
Blend traffic, Bristell 585, November Mike, 8 miles northeast of the field. At 7620, flying the GPS 21 with a missed approach back to Albuquerque Blend.
Socorro traffic, Skylane 2 Delta Golf, turning left base, runway 33, Socorro.
Check the engine. Let's see, everything's looking good. Yep. Okay. And we're on the fullest tank.
Socorro traffic, Skylane 2 Delta Golf, turning final runway 33, full stop, Socorro.
So what I'll do after we go missed, did we input the minimums? Let's see, 5560, we did. And this old plate shows 5600, but this new one shows the 5560. So I'm gonna have to print out a new one of these. That's, usually they don't change. That's why I keep the old ones, but when they do, I'll try to get a new one in there, so it's not so far off. Blend traffic, Bristell 585, number Mike 6 miles northeast of the field, passing through 7020, flying the GPS 21 with a missed approach back to Albuquerque Blend. Rio Grande. And Berlin. Berlin traffic, Bristell 585, number Mike, 4.5 miles, final for 2-1, missed approach, back down to Albuquerque, Berlin. Don't see that one plane on the 8B, but he's behind us.
Traffic, Skyline 2 Delta Golf, off the runway 33.
And that call was for Socorro, which is down south. One of these days I'll fly down there, that'll be real boring. To show the approach down there. Be able to cut a lot of the video out, make it short and sweet. If that is possible with me. Got a train going down there. Okay, what do we got? 3 miles. Berlin traffic, Bristell 585, number Mike, 3 mile final, 2-1, missed approach, back to Albuquerque, Berlin. Got a pretty good crosswind, actually, 12 knots blowing from the left. That's why you probably see the crab. Interesting. And we can go down to 5560. Now we're at 6040. So I will take the autopilot off now. And what I'm going to do is go in and cancel the flight plan. I wouldn't do this in the real stuff, but I'm going to do it now just so I don't have to deal with it after we do the mist. Alright, all waypoints deleted. Okay, you don't like it. And we're waiting for 5560. Berlin traffic, Bristell 585, number Mike, short final, 2-1, missed approach, back down to Albuquerque, Berlin. And I could load the approach for Albuquerque, but I'm going to be busy here, so let's not be crazy. Get distracted enough from the other stuff. And we're a little bit high, as you can tell by the single white light.
Minimums, minimums.
Alright, there we go, minimums. Might as well go ahead and do the mist. Found a new diner down here to eat. They've got a crew car, which is really cool. Get to it, it's pretty close. Berlin traffic, Bristell 585, River Mike. On the mist approach for 2-1, heading back down to Albuquerque, be right in traffic until we head to the north, Berlin. Yeah, I see the crew car sitting down there, cool. Alright, let's set our altitude of, let's leave it at 8,000. And we'll go indicated airspeed, heading for the autopilot. Go. Berlin traffic, Bristell 585, number Mike, turning right, crosswind 2-1, be departing pattern to the north, Berlin. It's starting to get hot out here already. The bumps will be showing up pretty soon. And Berlin traffic, Bristell 585, remember Mike, turning right downwind 2-1, departing pattern to the north, Berlin. Alright, so now let's load that procedure. So it didn't appear anybody's around. Approach. K, A, B, Q, yes, yep. LS8, yes. Vectors, yes. Load and activate, yes, yes. And that heading's right about right.
Berlin Regional Hot Air Balloon, November 618 Whiskey Zulu. 2 minutes prior to jumpers away, 2,000 feet, directly over top of the airport. Please evaluate.
And Berlin traffic, Bristell 585, number Mike is on right downwind 2-1, departing pattern to the north, Berlin. And Albuquerque approach, Bristell 585, number Mike, off the mist at Berlin, vectors ILS 8, full stop, international.
November 585, November Mike, Albuquerque approach. Welcome back, ident one more time for me.
Ident 5 number Mike.
5 November Mike, go radar contact, 2 miles northwest of Berlin. Flight present heading, vectors ILS runway 8 approach, maintain VFR at or above 7,500.
7,500, 5 Mike. Getting closer, we've got vectors for the ILS 8. Everything's set up. All we need to do is get some instructions since he's giving us vectors. This is the final approach course, obviously. And it should be hearing from him pretty soon. Give us a turn for the 30-degree intercept.
Number 5, November Mike is 5 miles from Thailand. Turn right heading 050, 7,500 to your status on the localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 8 approach, maintain VFR.
050, clear the ILS 8, approach 5, November Mike. Alright, that's what I was expecting. The Alpha VOR is right down there. It's lined up with the runway. I'll go ahead and activate the approach. Bingo, bingo. And we're 10.7 miles from the runway. Localizer's coming in. And nice in the autopilot, we'll capture it. And 079 is the runway heading, we'll dial that in, although we got a crosswind, so we're probably going to have to fly more like about 083 or 5. We shall see. And since it's really slow there today, Sunday, I'm going to ask for a circle to land of 1-2, which actually gives me closer to the T-hangers. And I suspect it'll be approved. Yeah, you can see the crab. You can probably see it now. We've got 21 knot right crosswind. Go ahead and put the fuel pump on, put the landing light on. Got that done. We haven't done flaps yet. Brakes off, chokes off. All looking good. Glide slope is coming in.
Number 5, November Mike, winds is 0303, altimeter 3031. Need call the tower on 120.3. We'll see you later.
20.3, thanks for help. 5 November Mike. Glide slopes being captured. Albuquerque Tower, Bristell 585, November Mike on the ILS 8 approach, full stop, like circle to land 1-2 if it works.
Mike for 585, November Mike, Albuquerque Tower, that's up, circle discussions for runway 12, headed with calm, runway 12, to the left.
Okay, cleared to land on 1-2, 5 November Mike. Alright, and the minimum, the circling altitude is 5840. So we'll wait till we hit that, then we'll make our circle. I'm going to dial that in as a minimum, which really it's not, but it'll advise us when we get there. 5840, yes. Then, alright. And I figured with nothing going on, we'd be able to get that circle to land. Alright, we got 6940, 5 miles to go. On a glide slope on the localizer. Still got a 25 knot crosswind now, wow. And the winds are calm in the field, go figure. So 6,800 feet, we got that. And down at 5,300 feet, excuse me, 5,300 feet, you got calm winds. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna slow it up a bit so we don't have to do all kinds of wild maneuvers when we get ready to do our circle. We'll make a left turn at 5840. That's below pattern altitude, which is 63. But that's what circle land's designed for, so wind's doing weird things on the runway you've got the approach on. You can circle to another runway, but you stay out of the, hopefully stay out of the clouds. Alright, so we got 3430 RPM, we've got our airspeed's now 81. I'm going to go ahead and dial the flaps in, it's a little early, but speed's right. Do that so we don't have to deal with it. Go back the RPM's a little more. Still on the localizer, still on the glide slope. Autopilot's still on. And flying over the Rio Grande again. Alright, 71 knots, need a little more power. But it's 70, we don't want to go much below that on this far out. Okay, there we go, 71 knots.
Tower wingspan 5, hold short at 8 at chart.
6140.
We say 5 Albuquerque Tower, turn right, heading 170, runway 8 Charlie for 6.
8 at Charlie Cooper, take off, we'll make a right turn, 170, wingspan 5.
We're looking for 5840 on the glide slope on the localizer. Both pumps are on, landing lights on, brakes off, chokes off. It's 74 knots, slow it up a little bit. And we'll get to 5840. 100 feet to go. The autopilot off.
500. Minimums.
There we go.
Minimums.
All right. And we'll go ahead and make our turn. Put the heading bug on 1-2, so we'll get that where we're on base. So 5840 is the minimum. We've dropped a little bit below that, about almost 100 feet. So we'll try to pick that up. Back over here.
Tower, good morning, American 1421, ready for takeoff.
American 1421, Albuquerque Tower, Roger, get you on here in about a minute. Traffic landing on 1-2.
Okay, thanks, 1421.
I got 64 knots. And we're coming in. It's got some guy waiting for us, burning jet fuel. Pull power back. 63 knots.
Wingspan 5's kind of departure field.
Departure field, wingspan.
Alright, glide slope's coming back in. Works really well for 1-2. So I know where we should be. Bingo, bingo. All looking good, 58. A little bit of crosswind, looks like. Line the plane up. Pull the power off. There we go.
American 1421.
Look at the end of the runway.
Monzano 3 departure runway.
Hold it off, 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 hold it off.
Clear for takeoff runway.
Wow, sweet. Alright, likey. Laps there, fuel pump off. Gotta stay on the center line. Elevator back. Yes, I know. That's because we're on the ground. Alright, get off of Charlie.
Mike, right turn on Golf, taxi departure, what's it?
Okay, we're off at Charlie. Go over to ground, 5 number Mike. Upper ground, Bristell 585 number Mike, off 8 at Charlie, taxi to the T-hangers.
Bristell 585 November Mike, Albuquerque ground, taxi T-hangers via Foxtrot.
Foxtrot T-hangers, 5 number Mike. Okay, there we go. Won't bore you with this. You've seen it all before. So, hope some of that turns out all right. Thanks for coming along. See you later.